Jason wins. Fatality.
And welcome to Underground Horror Radio here on YouTube and also on Twitch as well, which will be streaming not Underground Horror Radio, Friday the 13th on Xbox after this video. So here we are, Friday the 13th, the first Friday the 13th of the year 2020, March 13th, right before St. Patrick's Day, and the world's lost its mind. Everybody's panicking and freaking out, which is understandable. But we're not here to talk about that so much. But if you want to be entertained and have a little bit of fun, this is where you got to go. So over the past year or so, I've been collecting all these NECA because besides McFarlane running figures I could get of Jason, being Friday the 13th. Last time, I believe we did the Terratoons Jason, which is cartoony. Yep. And Jacket Jason from part Freddy vs. Jason, which was kind of cool. So now we're going to do another one. I only have like a few left that I have not done. I don't think I've done part 2 yet, but I don't know where it is. I mean, I know where it is. It's in one of my many, many boxes that are still in storage and locked away. So it's okay. I still got one more left that isn't that one for, for November, after Halloween, so it's even like a bonus gift here. But today, to celebrate, we are doing the NECA Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning box. Now, if you haven't seen this movie, it's been out for going on 40 years soon. That's cool. We get it. Then stop the video here and just assume the figure's cool. I'll even open it real quick, like this. See? He's pretty sweet. Yeah. Isn't that cool? He looks good. And, watch the movie and then come back. Okay, now that that's out of the way. For those of you who know the movie and know all this stuff about Friday the 13th, you know this isn't Jason. Now, we had another figure like this come out from Part 5 a while ago, about last year, I think. That was the Nightmare Jason, and at the beginning of the movie, Corey Feldman has. Now, that's Tommy Jarvis. Cool. This is the actual Roy Burns figure, who, if you play the game, you know that's the 5 Jason, and if you beat him up enough, the mask comes off, you know it's not him anyway. The toy has a feature where it's not multiple heads this time, but the mask does come off, and it's Roy. So let's crack this fucker open. Alright, so I already kind of cut off the things here, so it's not binding. I'm not going to unplug all the accessories, because again, I don't really have that many places to put this, and I don't want anything to get lost, so I'm kind of keeping it packaged for now until I get a new place with the wife and, get shelves. So, this is him, and he looks similar, which I don't have out because, again, they're all boxed away, except for Jacket Jason. But he has the same kind of jumpsuit that Part 4, kind of. Well, this is actually, looking at it, maybe not this figure, but this is actually more of a Michael Myers jumpsuit. Similar to his mechanic's outfit here, which is basically what that is. The exception if I had the Halloween 2 or the Halloween 2018 figure out and not put away, I could show you that the mold's very similar, but that doesn't matter. It's Jason. It's Part 5, so it's Roy. So, he bends fine. It's NECA Ultimate figure, so everything is movable. His feet move. He does have 2 stands. You could put his feet on one of those. So I guess I could try that thing again I opened last time that I didn't like. His hands move. He has multiple hands. He comes with, weapons. Multiple hands, including another hand to hold the shears, which he uses in the movie. which is also his main weapon in the Friday the 13th game. So that's his weapon of choice. So yeah, he's pretty cool. It's an ultimate figure, so the details there. It's got an injury here, which happens in the movie. You know, he's dressed like Jason, and then people also know it's him because the mask, unlike all the other Jason masks, for instance, Jacket Jason, is red. They're all different in the movies, but they all have the signature red. Look. In this movie, especially when it came out, it was like, oh, Jason's alive, and then we're like, no, he's not. And yeah, I don't know if it really did well at the time. I have to go back and look it up. But I mean, you know, I like it now, knowing that, you know, it's not a bad movie. It's just not Jason. But neither was the first one, so I'm not, you know, it is what it is. It's still better than part fucking 9. Jason Goes to Hell, but that's for another day. So when you do take off the mask, though, he doesn't have a different head. It is just Roy. Hi, I'm Roy. Yep. So, kind of neat. As a figure, he's cool. I mean, you know, his whole thing was to be Jason and to scare everybody and to kill, get revenge, and all that. So, yeah. Part 5 figure, Roy, is, of course, cool. You know, Nika doesn't really fail too much with these Ultimate figures. You know? That's why I collect them. They're $30, but again, you know, I don't collect a lot of them like all the time. But when I get a chance to, I kind of stockpile them. It's awesome. You know, and Nika started putting out these newer boxes that have this. So if you do like them still in the box, even if you open them like I did and put them back in the box, you got somewhere to kind of hang them. You can. I'm not big on it because again, I worked in retail, and I'm not. If it's just going to sit there like this, hanging, might as well. Why did I buy it? But a lot of people are like that, and there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's cool. So yeah. So that's that. Yeah. Worth it. Again, I don't have anything really bad to say about these type of figures ever. The Freddy ones. The only thing I have to say that I regret is the fact that this stupid Friday the 13th like lawsuit thing between themselves is kind of holding up their licensing with fuck the game first, and then it you know, they're not making any more figures. However, I think in June they're actually supposed to rule on something. So maybe by next summer, or maybe by no, because they made everything they were going to make this year that's coming out. So maybe for next year, we'll get more Jason. There's still a couple more figures they can make out of Jason, including all the Kane Hodder ones, which they don't have out. Part 7, Part 8, Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X. Would love to see those as Ultimate figures, like this one was made. This already had a toy like this with the Freddy that came with it. And it's basically more of a statue, which I've shown before. But this one's an actual more of a figure. So I'm hoping they can do that. I hope so. I'd love to get the rest of them to complete the series in my set. But yeah. So that's going to do it now for this unboxing. Happy Friday the 13th. Take care of each other. Just use caution if you do anything or go out. I mean, you know, just, you know, use caution with everything. Let's not you know, lose our minds or anything. And yeah, that'll do it. And I'm gonna go play the game now on Twitch Live, and I will talk to you guys later. And remember, happy Friday the 13th.